The Rochester community is mourning the loss of prominent and longtime civil rights activist Minister Franklin Florence. This confirmed by his family this morning. Isabel Garcia joining us now in studio with a look back at the widespread impact that Florence had in our region. Isabel.
Yes, Adam, Minister Florence's work to move civil rights forward has been etched into the Rochester community and beyond for generations now. In the wake of the 1964 riots, the minister founded Fight On, the nation's first black-run community development corporation, which was instrumental in securing employment for black people at both Kodak and Xerox. He also created L-Trex Industries, helping to create thousands of more jobs in the Rochester community for those oppressed and marginalized. Now, Monroe County Legislature President Sabrina Lamar issuing a statement on the minister's passing today, also crediting him for paving the way for her to become the first black woman to lead the legislature. And others in the Rochester community reacting to the news of his passing today, calling him a friend and mentor, someone she looked up to. When Joan Coles Howard heard about the news during a separate interview about her late father, Howard Coles, she was moved and recalled the last time she heard from him about some 3 years ago.
He was at the church teaching a class, and I was just going to go and say hi. He recognized me. And when did he die?
Today.
This morning? Yeah. Oh, God. But I hope somebody carries on his legacy.
Of course, and more on that in just a moment. It was just one of many reflections and remembrances that will no doubt be made in the coming days and weeks, and funeral services are finalized. And as we know more information about that, we will of course pass it along to you. Back to you at the desk.
All right, Isabel, thank you. Minister Florence was more than a civil rights leader, a catalyst for change, and an advocate for affordable housing and jobs. The 90-year-old was a husband, a father, and a friend and mentor to many, as you just heard. We sat down one-on-one with one of Florence's sons, the minister Clifford Florence Sr. He talked about what it was like to share his father with the community and the world, for that matter. He remembers seeing the likes of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and members of the Black Panther in his family home and church as he was growing up in Rochester.
It's just breathtaking that many of these people lived in our home. Many of them had to walk us to school for our safety while Dad was in the struggle. So we're anticipating that we just really try to keep his legacy alive.
Coming up at 6, we hear more from Minister Franklin's son about some of the change he's hoping to work with local leaders on, including what he calls some well-deserved honors for his dad, along with new affordable housing initiatives for the community.